have Patel or Bongino or Bondi, for that matter, has anybody at that level said we're going to release our Warren report, our review of the Epstein? When they say he killed himself, are they planning the issue?
Yeah, well, no, I think they've been saying it for weeks, if not months, words to that effect. So let me play what they said in the interview. It was so terse, so matter of fact, so lacking in detail. Here it is.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself. You want me to get, I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
See, he said he's seen the file. Then, well, why not tell us what was in the file?
That's where I think we all, and you're watching at home in the audience, should press the government and indeed press investigative reporters. They're out there. There are reporters who really are. You're asking a great question. Will there be an official report? No, you say he killed himself and you say it with great certainty. Fine, Mr. Bongino. That's, fine. Now bring the receipts to me.
Actually, I saw somebody.
I'm actually one of these people who has been sort of open to it actually being a suicide, because I can see that even though the circumstances are quite fishy, I can see that that Epstein realized he didn't have a very high likelihood of leading a good life. So I can see where he would be suicidal if he could figure out how to do it. I mean, but having said that, I'm also wanting to get some information here. What do you think, Greg? Did you ever were you ever confronted with any sort of a similar situation where you just had to stay quiet and maybe it was legitimate, maybe not? I mean, because it's been said he was owned, meaning Epstein was owned by Intel, is a famous line that was said by a prosecutor.
Right. And I'm as curious as the next person as to what really his background was. I mean, there's talk of Mossad, there's talk of CIA, yet no one seems to ever produce anything that directly links him to that. And I think that's maybe what Bongino was sort of hinting around to, is with no evidence to support a homicide, then the only thing left is a suicide. If no one entered his cell and he was unmonitored and alone, then I guess, the only thing left would be suicide. And I agree with you, Jeff. I think he had a high motivation to kill himself because his prospects of ever getting out were slim.